Yo, what's up? It's your cuzzo from the South Side, Zay Solon, back at it again with another video. Today, in this installment of Soulful Sounds, we have Reiki Apollo on the channel, talking about his EP, Red Herring. Super excited for y'all to see this video. We're gonna be interviewing Reiki, and yeah, let's get the video started. Be sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Peace. All right, y'all. What's going on? Welcome to Soulful Sounds, episode 6. We are here with the homie. Introduce yourself.
Reiki Apollo, Young Shaman, Young
Yes,
Messiah,
yes,
Big
sir.
Chosen, Apollo
Yeah,
Celesti, all of them,
yes,
nigga.
sir. Yes, sir. So we gonna be asking Reiki some questions, and be talking a little about his EP, the Red Herring, which is out right now on all streaming platforms.
hmm
Um, First question I want to ask you. Where did the name for the EP come from?
I knew it. So if I'm not mistaken, a red herring in film is usually used as a distraction, kind of like it's used. It's like it fools you to thinking it's the full plot or the main plot, but really it has nothing to do with the message of the film or message of the story. So that's kind of what I was doing with this project. That's why like I come off really strong at the beginning. Like the two first songs have a lot of energy intentionally because the song is really about like grievances I had with past relationships, people I used to be friends with, stuff like that. Like as it was happening in the moment, it was kind of like a live recording. So it's almost like you're listening to it to give yourself energy and feel confident and strong when you first listen to it. But it's really like I won't say I'm crying for help, but it's more so like, are y'all peeping the shit I go through? You know what I mean? The shit I have to
Yeah,
experience.
yeah, okay. I
But
see
it
what you're
don't
saying.
when you first peep it, it don't seem like that though. So you just listen to the music. You know what I mean?
Nah, cause when I first heard it, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I wasn't even like peeping that at all.
Yeah.
Like, but when I started listening to the shit and playing it back over and over again, I was like, damn.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, this is more than what it seems.
Like it's low key a sad EP, but it's not. It's like I'm not even sad. It's more so just like
You just expressing your
done.
feelings.
Yeah. I'm frustrated. Nigga, let me speak my shit. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty much.
Um, I want to ask you about like the producers on the EP because these are some pretty good. Like the production quality is A1. So
Honest, I appreciate that. I've been told I got a good beat selection, which I know like that's important. And there's definitely like other rappers, I guess, who like people say Nas
hmm
doesn't have the best beat selection. Personally, I don't feel like picking out good beats are hard. You know what I mean? It's just like the shit fire. But um, shit, how do I start? Honestly, I'm not even in cahoots with some of the producers on the project
yeah,
anymore, but me and some of them used to go way back, and I always still to this day I think they're a great producer, but I just don't. We just have a lot of miscommunication and just certain things that certain behavior that I personally can't trust. You know what I mean? That I can't have around me.
yeah,
So like I separated myself from certain people, but people like Soul. I don't know how Soul feels about me, but I know he didn't like the mixing to plain sight. And the yeah, a lot of people. My intention for that project was kind of to have all hands all over it. Like it's kind of intentionally not. I won't say not mixed well. Like I didn't purposely be like I'm gonna make this bullshit, but it's more so like it's underground. You know what I mean? People were saying like Earl's damn, I can't believe I'm forgetting this. Yeah, wait, hold on. You know what I'm talking about.
uh,
I don't know why I want to say some rap songs. That's what it's called, right?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, some rap songs. People were saying that mixing was terrible. I never thought that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
This and honestly, I feel like doing that is bringing the roots of hip hop back. You know what I mean? Back in the
yeah,
day, a
for
lot of
sure.
songs were like everything was chopped and screwed and made at home and sounded dusty. That's the culture. That's hip hop.
Yeah,
So it's like I don't know. He wanted to remix it. I'm not mad at him about that at all. I just wish certain producers, because even the other producer had an issue with some of the songs too. I just wish they understood like this is the goal of this tape. It's not meant to be polished. It's not meant to be a polished tape whatsoever. It's supposed to be Ray Key is creating something that he's not even used to do. Like I'm not used to mixing. Other people usually mix my music. If you listen to any of my other projects, they're mixed by other people. I have and do mix my own songs, but you get what I'm trying to say. This
yeah,
is just supposed to be like It's one of my first projects on all platforms. I want to have full control over the creativity over it, but I appreciate their contribution to it
Yeah,
altogether.
I feel you. I feel you. When you said the sound, like how you wanted to sound underground type shit, like even like when you said bringing back that certain essence of hip hop,
Hmm.
I feel like that's mad different because like you gotta look at it like in the '90s and shit, man. Like everything, like when you go play that shit now, everything sounds. You could tell it's vintage.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It just sounds so nostalgic and shit. So I feel where you coming from because that's even like with me picking out certain stuff and certain beats and shit. I really like to pick things that give like nostalgia. You feel
I could
me?
peep that. Your recent song is about nostalgia,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's just I was just reminiscing on my childhood and like I'm making this about me. Goodness me, why am I
Now,
doing
you're good. This is a conversation, man. I know it's an interview, but this is a conversation.
that? Yeah, but I really wanted that song. It's really just like that's kind of like when you look at the cover. The cover has a third eye on it.
Hmm.
It took when I was older to realize that the holes in my family. You get what I'm saying? Like the missing pieces of my family. Like there wasn't a lot of love in my family. That's like that line in that song when I say, uh my mama and her mama was the glue that kept us close. She come as no surprise when they closed their eyes and family ties was looking real thin. That's like really true because like when my mama and them passed, man, that shit, the whole family fell apart.
I did not know your mother passed away. My condolences, bro.
Yeah,
I'm really sorry to hear that.
my mom and her mom passed, and it was just like watching that happen. It was so eye opening at just being 13, man. I was looking at it, and I was like, damn, this is a this is like this is like a this is like a gingerbread house for a family. You get what I'm saying? It only takes one knock to knock it down and for everything to crumble. So
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to witness that.
yeah, man, I was just like, well, damn, we family. I'm just like, why can't we just you know come together and try to stay together because that's what they would want. But it's like money came into play, and money just truthfully tore us apart.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Nah,
Yeah, a lot of us are damaged out here, man. People don't know how to love each other. Some of us are just related, to be honest.
yeah,
I always have like a surface level of love for everybody, for all creations, but sometimes you have to love people from a distance to avoid
yeah. I
certain
mean,
conflicts.
I'm even learning that with certain family members, man. It's just I really just gotta love them from a distance because there's no point in us having a relationship.
Yeah, if it's not serving any one of us.
Yeah, yeah. That was real deep. I didn't mean
It
to.
was.
I didn't mean to
Yeah,
get deep like that, bro.
you're good, bro. I love the deep shit, bro. That's what the project's about.
Hey, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Next question. What was your process when it came to making this EP?
Um, as far as like how I create, like honestly, you want to know like my writing process, like how I create my songs, or just this specific project?
Like, even it could be. We could talk about both your writing process and like, you know.
My writing process, honestly, bro, I just when I first started rapping, like when I first was teaching myself how to rap, I used to come with like whenever I found a beat or whatever, it would be like I want to talk about this. I used to already have that in mind. Like, I'm going to talk about this. Let me find a beat to rap about it. Honestly, nowadays, that's not really the case. I just let the beat kind of pull it out of me. Like, for the past couple of
Right.
years, it's more so like whatever the beat makes me want to say. You know what I mean? I'm a very, like, sporadic minded kind of guy. I create segues and correlations that, according to some people, don't really make sense, but they make sense to me or a certain niche type of people who understand. You know what I mean? So, that's kind of how I rap. You know what I mean? There's a flow of thought of just like as I'm writing, what reminds me of what? How can I find my rhymes as I'm writing it? But I still try to fill in certain like, concepts and stuff like that. Like I keep the theme all together, Gilgamesh, all that stuff. Like that the theme is still in there. Like I make sure not to stare too far away from the my attention from the song. But really, yeah, I just burn some incense. I get high, you know what I mean? And I see where the beat takes me for real.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know I'm getting off topic, bro, but I remember one time I had to stop smoking because, man,
Altogether, like you don't smoke anymore?
I don't smoke it anymore, man, because it was one time
Yeah.
I never I'll never forget what had happened. I ate like 6 hamburgers, bro.
This
They were fat hamburgers too, man. I was bad off. My coworkers were at work making fun of me and shit, and I was like, I never let me live that down. It
the
was
munchies
bad.
was beating your ass.
Yeah,
That's
and then
that's ah.
it's like when I was high, it was like I wasn't like chewing them like regularly. Everything was just like moving slow for me. So I'm like,
I'm weak.
yeah,
You was like edible high. Sounds like
yeah. I had an edible once. That was bad too. I was. It felt like I was about to fall. So every time I would like catch myself, but I wasn't moving.
word.
So it was bad. I try to stray away from it. I be tempted. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
Facts.
I try to stay clean
I
up
don't
on
run into edibles often, to be honest. Like as much as I would like. I had edibles, 2 edibles recently, but they didn't do nothing. Like on my way to New York, I took an edible. I mean, it's still like I could feel it, but it wasn't like. I guess I really boosted my tolerance, man. Like I used to be a lightweight. Like you can ask anybody. Like back in the day, like I used to fall asleep in the studio, bro. Like high as fuck. But now, like my shit cooked. I gotta go. I'm kind of on a tolerance break right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
it.
Kinda.
Okay,
Yeah.
I feel you.
hmm
Next question. Um, what inspires you to create music, bro? Like I know some people have different answers and stuff, but
Life, fucking. Uh, I feel like my purpose here is to entertain and inform. So, and I love music. Like, music has always been a huge passion to me. I feel like, honestly, it's like the American kid's dream to be an entertainer in general. Everybody wants to be rich and famous. You know what I mean?
that's
That's what they
true.
sell to us. And black people, there's kind of a synchronicity because I posted something about it on my story about representation. But like, a lot of black people, growing up, most of our representation was some type of artist or some type of sport. Some type of athlete, basketball,
Yeah,
football, rapping, you know what I mean, singing. So like that, but like I said, I like to entertain. Music is not the only thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a lot of different things. Voice acting is up there, regular acting, whatever. If I love photography, I just love creating and expressing. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's like if I got a story to tell, why not tell it? You know what I mean?
yeah,
People find you interesting, so shit. Give
might
them
as
a reason
well.
to yeah,
Might as
exactly.
well. You feel me? If people feel like they resonate with you and they want to see more of what you're creating, I mean, you might as well create.
Facts.
Especially if you enjoy the creations and stuff. So
Like
yeah,
fact, a lot of people tell me like especially like when I post my Spotify raps and stuff, like they be like, you could tell you make music for yourself. Like I really do. I make everything kind of fun. I make everything for people like me. Like
yeah,
no, that because you know what I mean. I've always felt like I was a very specific kind of person. People tell me I'm not peculiar. Like I'm very peculiar, and I'm like, yeah, I can see that. So like it's just in my nature. I can't help it. So I make everybody's not gonna understand what I create. So shit, my intention when I'm creating is for it to find people who feel like me, who think like me, who are just like me, type shit.
hmm
You know what I mean, and to show them that it's possible representation.
yeah. I 100% resonate with that, man, because it was like during the early processes of making music, I was really trying to make songs that like other people would like, and other people would be like, "Yeah, this is good." But as I progressed in music, it was just like I have to put myself first when it comes to making music because I'm the one creating it. And it's like if I don't like it, and if I'm just creating it for somebody else, then it's not real art. You know
Yeah,
what
if
I'm
that's not your
saying?
purpose, because
Yep.
I feel like people can create for others if they want, but if that's not your intention, what you just said is not, then yeah, fuck that. Because and I'm big on that too. Like people, I think every artist should hear people, but I don't think everybody should listen. Like you shouldn't listen to everybody's criticism about your music or opinions, especially if they're not a person who understands what you're creating in the first place. If they're not in the genre, if you tell them you got co-signed or if you just tell them about a certain artist, if they don't know who the fuck you're talking about, and you make music similar to that artist or in that bubble, then like what can you tell me that can really help me? You know what I mean? You don't even understand this, but that's not to say that like you could also purposely go to those people because you want to see what someone who doesn't understand what it's supposed to sound like, how they feel. You know what I mean? Like, let me see what a person who's not familiar says about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we should hear everybody's opinion, but we shouldn't take it or listen to everybody's
Yeah.
opinion.
I agree with you on that one too because it's been so many times I've had people like look at my music and stuff and I've let them hear it and don't even take us they don't even try to like digest what I'm saying and like understand the art behind it and they just like oh they just go straight to oh it's trash. You feel me? Because like don't get me wrong, when I first started making music, like it wasn't the best stuff. It wasn't as good.
Same.
It wasn't as good as the stuff that I make now. And I know it's gonna be a lot of people that don't like what I'm creating, and there are gonna be a bunch of people that love what I'm doing. And I don't really pay attention to the people that like don't like it because it's just like at the end of the day, I don't really give a fuck. So
It's not for you. Facts.
yeah,
Not same though. When I first started, I wasn't great. I'm not. I can't say like I'm a naturally talented rapper because I really wasn't. I think I'm good at like I feel like my writing was okay. Like because I was making poems before, and even sometimes I go back and look at my old raps and old poems from like 2017 and shit. And it's like I'm not. It's not exactly the same. You could tell I improved, but like the way I write is the same. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like if someone knows the way I speak, they can be like, yeah, this is clearly the same person. It's just the way I talk. It's the way I express myself. But it took a lot of practicing rapping by myself in dining room, recording really bad, awkward songs. I used to have to send a verse every day to some of my like I was in a collective and I was like the only nigga in the group who really didn't have no music going or nothing yet. So it was like, and I wasn't one of those kids either who like because a lot of people like didn't start rapping until they were older, but they grew up playing an instrument or their uncle was a rapper or something. Like I didn't have that. So like my older brother is a rapper, but I wasn't really around him when he was creating either. So I didn't really get the whole like this is how you do it. I jumped into it. They accepted me into the crew. Everybody's already established as something, and I'm the only person who's not. And I was like, I gotta be seen. And they were like, nigga, we better take this shit to the next level right now. So you gotta get good, bro. That shit and that pressure. I kind of that's part of the reason why I'm not like associated with certain people now. But I appreciate that pressure because I put that battery in my back to make sure that I was actually devoted to writing rather than like because I had a different friend group at the time and they knew I was wanted to create and make music and vlog and stuff like that, but they just weren't. Their heart wasn't in it the way mine was, and I had to. I realized I was making people do things for me that like, oh, you be my photographer, you be my video, you like, but you can't do that. People have to, it has to be within them. That's why I
yeah,
always say like, you might find me on social media saying like, you got to find people who are just as willing to make you win as much as they want to win. Not just being like, I'm gonna help them. I guess I don't really understand what's going on. That's not you're not gonna go nowhere like with that.
no, I
So
feel
like,
you.
yeah, I stopped really hanging around them to make sure I was focused on my craft. I was with this collective, and
Do they
yeah,
still
like I
make
said,
music?
the collective, yeah, as far, like them independently, but I don't know these niggas no more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I already know.
yeah. So I
Um,
don't know. Well, yeah,
I feel you. Like with that whole collective shit, man. Like it's been so many times where like I ain't never been in a collective, but it was so many people that I wanted to work with that just basically just said fuck me. Like, not even gonna lie, bringing back. I know I'm talking about me again,
You good?
But the guy who made the beat for 1767 Southampton Way,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I used to like, I would send him like I would tag him in the reels and stuff, and he wouldn't show no love or no
Yeah,
support.
I know
And
how
I
that
was
go.
just like, damn, like, bro was like, the first video I posted, he liked it, commented it under it, and then after that, he just basically just said fuck me.
Facts.
And this ain't the first time either. Like, it's been multiple times. Like, even with artists that I wanted to work with, you know, big ass egos. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. That's what this people, man. What I realize about this shit, and well, all of us unfortunately have to realize and swallow. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, you good, bro.
is that niggas have egos, and people are like, we're artists. You know what I mean? We're all creators. We're sensitive about our art. If we're not only sensitive about our art, we're sensitive in general. You know what I mean? Sensitivity doesn't equal weakness. People have a skewed perception. It just means you feel a lot. You know what I mean? Something that is sensitive, it just reacts to whatever easily. So that's all that means. But
Facts.
and you when you create, you pour your emotions into it. So of course we're sensitive. Like I just said, we feel a lot. But yeah, egos, bro. Same thing. Like, I work with certain producers and artists who, like, off rip, nobody's obligated. I feel like, to even show me, like, nobody's obligated to cater to me. You know what I mean? But respect, you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
communication. That's the only thing that I ask for as far as this. If somebody does not want to feature me, you can tell me you don't want to feature me. If you don't like a song, you can tell me you don't like the song. But don't be passive aggressive and don't be stiff arming niggas. Like, I'm like working with someone who I consider a brother, and I'm seeing this person work with everybody in the world who wants to collab and promote their music, but my music is not being promoted whatsoever. You know what I mean? Same, like, I have to ask, and it's like, if I have to ask you to do that, you don't really fuck with the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why do I gotta message you and be like, I thought this was a collab? You know what I mean? And it's like, every collab is not gonna always be something that both artists really, really fuck with. It might teeter one way or the other. And unfortunately, with certain people, it just be like that. But at least show enthusiasm that the person that you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
make that there is, if it's their song, it's their song. Then, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't know. People just be weird with stuff.
Yeah. Like,
Uh,
that's why, like, whenever I try to work with an artist, I two things I always try to do is I try to build like a sense of friendship, and
exactly.
I also try to I I try to go listen to their music and try to see, like, do they, like, if I like their music, I hope they like mine, because if we both like each
Yeah.
other's music, then we kind of together. So it's like, you get what I mean. I can't
Yeah.
find the words to say this
It's
shit.
it's chemistry. It might become
Yeah,
synergy, and it makes creating. You know what I mean? Like, certain artists, like, I'm a shout out Brino and Alpha real quick. Look, I love collabing with them because it's synergy. I don't have to. It's clear communication. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I don't have to worry about nothing. It's certain, like, I let producers know, or anybody collab with, like, all right, like, if I want a verse back at a specific time, I let them know, like, if you can't reach the deadline, it's okay. I'm really not tripping. But if you want to do this, so and so is the date. Send it like this if you can, whatever. You know what I mean? If and if you want bread for it, cool. And that's the thing. Like, I don't. Some people feel like if you're charging for, like, features and stuff, that it's not genuine. I kind of like it. Just, again, it does depend on the relationship with the artist, but at the same time, I'm not tripping because, like, bro, we all want to get paid for this. We all want to get paid for this.
yeah,
Like, let's stop. Let's cut the BS and act like all of us are only doing it for expression. Like, no, yeah, hell yeah, I'm a rap regardless. It don't matter how much dollars I get from this. I'm a rap. All right, right now, you know what I mean? So I'm a rap. But do I want to be paid for my? Do I want to be compensated for my art? Absolutely. So if I'm working with a
exactly.
producer, or even or a rapper, and they have a price, if I can meet that price, why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel
People just
I.
don't realize
Oh no, you go
how
ahead.
much money goes into this.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say. But yeah,
yeah, but my bad. I ain't mean to cut you off.
you
Uh,
good, bro?
uh, another, like what you just said. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, me as a person, I want to get paid for my work. If I put my heart and soul into something, I want to receive the money.
And you should be receiving the money.
Yeah, true. And it's like, but the difference is that if you doing it just for the money,
Yeah, yeah, it's not.
that's
There's no
that's
love
the
in that.
worst way to do it, because it's like doing it just for the money, your heart ain't gonna be into it. You feel me?
Exactly.
Because it's like something I learned. Like, if you care about the art, if the art is at the top of the pyramid of when it comes to importance, then if you post content and stuff and you make whatever it is you do, the likes, the views, and the money will follow. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. When that's just manifestation. If you believe something's gonna happen, if you know something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Like
Yeah.
that's why I try. Like I'm at that place now when it comes to this, to not get frustrated, not slow down. I saw there was an artist the other day who said they were gonna quit. I don't want to say names and stuff, but they wanted to quit making music or whatever. And I was just like, I don't. I mean, again, if you realize making music is not what you want to do, then by all means stop doing it. But um, I almost lost my train of thought. How did we get to what I'm talking about right now? You said if people's heart is not into it, then it's not real.
Yeah.
Um, oh, I remember what I was gonna say now. So let people act like if you're not in the mainstream, you know what I mean, then like you're probably not successful. I could name like 20 artists that are successful, that I know are successful, but because my mom doesn't know who they are, they act like it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who is that? That means nothing to me. Like it don't matter.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, man, that's why I don't believe in my heart that you have to sign to a record label to be successful. Like, bro, you can do this shit independently and thrive. Like,
In fact, it is harder. I would say I don't think people should solely aim for uh a label. I don't think we should have to be signed to a label in order to eat from this. I feel like we all should be able to eat from this.
yeah,
But labels do help. Some it's just that some of them cannot be trusted.
yeah.
And it's just like you gotta really
I
just
could,
read your contracts, man.
yeah. It's like if it's a distributor deal, then like cool, because technically that still means that you're independent. It just means that they're gonna make sure that all the music is distributed to platforms and stuff.
hmm
Kind of like I think Tyler the Creator, Denzel Curry has those same situations.
Okay.
So it's like they're still technically independent, and it's like they own the rights to all their music and stuff. So it's like, because like you look at like with distributors, with having a distributor deal, it's like you have more control over everything. That's like why you see Tyler. It don't feel like somebody's pulling the strings to make him do stuff.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know, it don't with Denzel. Same thing. It don't feel like somebody's like making him do this. It feels authentic and
Yeah.
genuine. So
Yeah.
that's just my thoughts on it.
No, I agree. Authenticity is everything, man. Authenticity is everything.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, Next question. I don't think I asked you this yet, but favorite song off the EP.
Oh, that's a good one. Probably Plain Sight, bro. Plain Sight. That's produced by Soul. Shout out Soul. That's the one that he wasn't, one of the remix. Surprised because I feel like Goodbye Farewell is mixed very similarly, but I don't know, man. Plain Sight just really speaks to me. That's really a song about me. Like I don't know. That song is for people, other young boys like me, or who were young boys like me, who just were not understood, who couldn't speak up for themselves at the time, who just have their own childhood traumas and shit that they got to figure out and get through.
Yeah, I
Like
really.
when
My
that's my
bad.
bad. When that song was unreleased, I could not stop listening to it. Yeah,
It's. I really glad you say that, man, because that song really resonated with me, man. Because I felt it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many songs about artists that like I feel on such a personal level, because it's like that's one of the main things with me when it comes to music. It's like if I hear a song that you make and I don't resonate with it, then it's really not gonna make me want to come back and listen. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because I feel I have to feel the connection with. your music because of it just if I feel a connection, then I know that whatever you put out, I'm gonna feel a connection with it as well. Because like
Hmm.
it shows me that you're trying to relate to other people. So yeah,
That means a lot, man. I appreciate that you resonate with that song. You know, like I said, I make music for people like me. Like you said, resonating is a big part of like for me creating and just being a fan of music in general. Like one of my first favorite rappers ever, like randomly AF was Eminem. Like Eminem was just my favorite. Like I didn't listen to anybody else really but him for like 3 years. Like I was just 12 for no reason. It's because I resonate with him. I had issues going on my family, my mom at the time and stuff like that. And that's a lot of his subject matter. Now, of course, I didn't relate to the drug use or anything like that. I didn't have to deal with that growing up, thank God. But just his frustration, his anger that he couldn't express, him feeling different and weird and stuff like that. People didn't understand him. Even him being uh, a white male, but growing up in predominantly black neighborhoods and stuff like that, to where even black and white people couldn't really understand him. Um, my parents aren't even from America, so like I grew up with a different kind of perspective on what it even means and or feels to be black, because black is an Americanized term. Like people around the world don't resonate with that. That's why you might find Africans, or you might find some Caribbean people, some Jamaicans, Panamanians, people who look just like me and you, who will not claim being black, because in their countries that's not, they aren't black in their country. People are from where they're from, so they're like, nah, I'm
yeah,
Panamanian, I'm Jamaican. So I didn't, that's how I grew up, that's how I saw things, that's how I identified myself. So I didn't know, like, like I love stand-up comedy. I would watch stand-up comedy and be like, brothers, black people, and I would be confused, because then they would be like Latinos, and then I'd be like, well, we're not Latino. We don't, my family didn't grow up saying we're Latino. But like a lot of my relatives don't say we're black. My mom grew up definitely saying that she was black though. Like, or not grow up, but when I was being brought up, my mom would say she was black, and that would confuse me. So, I didn't understand. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, the way I express myself and the way people received me, kind of how Earl says, even though he doesn't resonate with these lyrics anymore, too black for the white kids and too white for the blacks. That's how I felt. So yeah, until I understood my blackness and understood that in America, I'm black. Regard, what I mean, we all come
yeah,
from the same mass. So
yeah. Because I mean, it's just like look at history and stuff. It's really we
in
all
our face.
just yeah, it's in your face. Um, next question. This is a good one. I wrote this. I really want to get your answer on this one. Who is a artist or producer you want to work with in the future?
Mike, bro.
Uh, I,
Humongous Michael, my nigga. Mike, bro.
I thought I had a feeling you was either gonna say Mike or No Name.
Word, that's funny. I fuck with No Name, but I'm gonna be real. I don't listen to enough of No Name to be like I want to work with No Name. But if it happens, more absolutely. I love her energy. I love the way she presents herself is really nice.
Yeah.
Seeing her performing for the first time was still a dope experience. To further answer that question though, Mike, Michi Darko, or damn, one more person I'm gonna think of. Maybe Denzel Curry. Like those three niggas that, like, if they reach out right now, bro, yes, we can laugh. Like I can't
Yeah.
wait till those happen. Big inspirations on me.
What about independent artists? Like, is there any independent artists that you would be like that you follow or like you be watching them and you be like,
Someone like upcoming or someone already established.
no, upcoming?
Oh shoot, well, Grundyville, Grundy, yeah. Are you familiar?
No, you
You
just
might
put
not be.
me
I'm
on.
gonna put you on exactly him. It's a lot of people, man. I'm trying to remember names, bro, because this just be so many people. I'm glad I collaborated with June, but that's low key. A lot of people don't know about
You
that.
who?
Sean May, shout out June, Big June! Exclamation mark! I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on, man.
Hey,
We everybody,
go ahead, put me on, man. You. I got to hear this.
I got,
Just send me the links, bro. Just send me the links.
bro. We locked in. I got you, bro.
Hey, for sure. Uh, what's an album or song that you have on rotation?
That's a good one. Let me check my Spotify. Because sometimes I can't remember shit off the top of my head. I just the other day listened to Doris, just cause. It's about to be the anniversary soon in about a week. Oh no, Akai Solo. He's also someone I want to collaborate with and who inspires me. Akai Solo. Shout out a fellow Panamanian from New York. I don't know, bro's from Brooklyn, but we Brooklyn over here. Young big Canarsie, big
Hey,
floor seats, nigga, big Yankee, nigga. Anyway, like, I've been listening to his project a lot. Mad Space, I believe is what it's called. Yeah,
okay, you
just
got to put me
OD.
on that because it's my first. First,
Got you.
I'd be really interested in hearing other artists, bro. Just
It's
like,
so many of us out here, bro. It's
yeah,
so much sauce, bro. It's like you get overwhelmed listening to music sometimes.
I get like I really love when like an artist that I fuck with follows me, like or just like says they like my music or whatever. Who was it that I was just like? It was I think it was. Oh my fucking gosh, who was it?
You won't find it.
Willie Nova.
There you
Willie
go.
Nova. When he started following me, bro, I was blown away because like, yo, he's so ahead of the curve. I won't even deny it. He's ahead of the curve. And it's like to be such a versatile not only artist but producer, it just like it's just mad inspiring, bro.
Hell yeah. That's how I felt about September Savior. I don't know if you're familiar, but I remember him and I've been following each other for
See,
years,
you
man.
put
Back,
me on to people that I know I gotta go listen to.
I got you, bro. And I just knew back he was rapping before I started rapping, but I feel like we both had a similar vision. I'm not gonna speak too much on like I don't think he cares for real, but he used to just go by a different name and stuff. So like people don't know much about before he was an artist. So when he started making music, that was hella inspired. And I just always wanted to work with him. And so when I finally got confident and started creating more, was able to put out music, we locked in, but unreleased.
Oh man,
We're gonna have more coming. We're gonna have more coming.
yeah.
It's cool.
We need the music.
Hell
You
yeah.
feel me? Um, what's your intentions for your future when it comes to music, man?
Inspire, influence, but for the better, for the greater. Because when you speak anything, I'm glad you said intention. Because when you add intention to anything, you enhance it. You don't just do things for no reason. It can still play out, but you got to put intention to that bit. So influence, but for people to grow, for people to heal. Um, I want to, bro. I'm a entrepreneur at heart, bro. I'm a creator. I just want to be able to build an empire for myself and for my descendants, bro. For anybody related to
Generational
me.
wealth.
Exactly. Generational wealth. Like, but not even just for people related to me, people who I consider family in general, bro.
Yeah.
I want to help put them on and help them be able to put other people on and so on and so forth, bro. We taking over, bro. Nick, they won't give us back our 40 acres and a mule, so we gonna take that bitch, bro. We gonna create
Hey,
them. We got a farm. We farming the mule.
hey,
Man, talking
hey,
about.
hey. That's what's up. Hey,
talking
you gotta
about.
you gotta give me something, motherfucker.
like,
You gotta give me something. I need something, bitch.
no cap. What'd you say? Yo, that reminded me of your skit, the Uncle Sam
Yeah.
skit. That's what made me a fan of you. I'm not gonna lie. When I heard that one, I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
Follow
man.
that.
A lot of people don't know this about me, but when I first, like, before I was doing music, I used to do skits, bro.
Word.
I used to do skits. Like, you would, man, if you saw what I was doing, like the comedy skits I was doing, bro. Like, I'm
That's
not gonna lie.
funny.
I think I'm funny. I think I'm funny as
You are,
shit.
bro. You're funny. You're funny, bro. You're funny. I'll tell you that. And I think I'm fucking hilarious. And nobody has me crying more than myself, bro. But you're funny. I'll be making myself laugh by myself for no reason. Like wake up, cracking up. Like
Like, it's homie of mine. I think when we were texting in the DMs, you told me that you went and heard his project, Lil Kaio.
yeah,
Yeah, man, he's actually going to be on the next installment of Soulful Sounds.
looking out for that.
That was actually his last album.
I reached out to him. I was like, "Are you done for real?" But they told me what they're planning. I don't like to, I don't know if they want that out or not, so I'm not gonna say much. But yeah, I'll definitely tell them like continue creating because you're. I don't know if you're talented or skilled because there's a difference. people be turning skillful into a talent as if having skill is not something to be praised in
Yeah,
itself. Because you got to work for that. I don't know this person, but their music is dope. Their
yeah,
creations I like. And I told him like, bro, like I didn't even know who you were until you was promoting them. And I was
yeah.
like, that's an interesting cover art. And I'm like, your last? Like, why? I'm checking to see, you know what I mean? I peeped. I'm like, bro, this is very good quality music. Like,
Like, yeah,
I will collab with you. What are you talking about? Like,
yeah. Like, what the fuck? Like, I need a verse. Can
you're
I?
bugging, bro. Yeah, I need a verse. People need this. I need a verse.
Yeah,
Have me the verse.
I need to. We need to conversate and be friends. Like, what the
Lock,
fuck?
lock in for I tweak out.
Yeah, like, goddamn. But
Okay.
yeah, we always, me and him, we be cracking jokes in the DMs and shit, man. Like, it is some funny shit.
Us two, the gifts. Them gifts be having me weak.
Yeah,
Them stickers on Instagram and shit.
yeah, that shit be having me dying, bro. Um, question number 8. What's a verse from a song you can recite without hearing the song?
Always pray to God, but I never read my Bible. Only when I'm claiming other faces in my iPhone. Something like an idol. What a mind fuck to sit beside you. All a nigga hearing disappearing after high school. Now Apollo Maestro breaking out these cycles. Sun is raising, so I'm gaining 5 disciples. I'm the Messiah. I'm sacrificial at the altar. I'm not the sire, so I pay for sins of my father. Why bother with lessons of manslaughter? You product of hypnotic body, shoddy body. You can't hardly raise
Hey,
family. So I'm about
hey.
to, nigga, I will rap the whole shit, bro. That's one. Yeah, that shit's always in here. That's a theme song. But if I was
Hey,
a wrestler, which I really wanted to be, and I will still fulfill it, nigga. If when the universe opens up, when God lets me know, like, hey, people want to see you wrestle for no reason, I'm doing that shit, bro. I'm practicing, and you will see me do backflips in that ring, nigga. I have a whole create, I have a whole person and everything.
bro,
Just wait though, you know what I mean?
that's so crazy you say that, because when I was young, I wanted to be a
Bro,
wrestler.
who didn't that was watching it, bro? Like, if you watch wrestling and
Bro,
fucked with it, you wanted to be a wrestler, bro. I don't know.
bro.
You better have created your own moves that came up with a character, bro.
Yeah, bro. I had my like, I had already came up with my finisher, nigga. My finisher, like the judo throw, like you, bro. I was gonna do a judo throw into a DDT,
Okay.
and I was gonna call it "To Kill a Dream."
Okay. That's
Uh,
hard.
yo,
That is, bro. My shit. I had like a. This only sauce I'm gonna give away. Like, I'll have blue dust in my hand. You know how Carlito would like spit in niggas' faces and shit.
yeah.
I have something similar. Like, y'all have it in my hand and niggas talking shit. And, you know what I mean? We on stage, not stage. We in the ring. What? And then I was gonna like kick him and then do something similar to like a Stone Cold Stunner or like the Twist of Fate or something. Like, I don't even. I don't know
Bro,
yet.
I was so, when I was like, what was it, 16? I was so determined to be a wrestler. Like, I was gonna go to wrestling school, all that. And man, cause I was just gonna use my real name, like, as a wrestler, cause my real name is, shit, should I tell my government name? But fuck it, I'm gonna say it. My real name is Zadrian Steele.
What? Steel, nigga? That's hard as fuck.
Steele. Like, I was gonna use that name, and like I said, uh like, my finisher, that was gonna be my finisher. Call it "To Kill a Dream." And I had another, like, my signature was gonna be like, not my signature, but like the move leading up to the finisher was gonna be something like where it was dealing with a DDT too, but basically I was gonna jump off the ropes and do like a cutter, like a DDT type shit. You feel
I'm
me?
weak. Yeah.
Which would like lead up to the move, to the finisher, and I was gonna call it like, I think I was gonna call it like Death Wish or something, like,
Word.
and something like that. But
I was gonna say, Zadrian Steel is like God's way of telling you that you was hard. Like, just automatically,
hey,
just know
hey,
that.
I'm accepting it.
I'm with facts. You should. Hey, but back to the Bulls real quick. I was gonna be a high flyer. That was my shit. The Jeff Hardys and Shawn Michaels and anybody, Rey Mysterio, all those type of niggas. That was my
Yeah,
shit. One of the reasons why I decided to stop pursuing it, not even because it wasn't real or whatever. It was just that it was I'm not tall. Like I didn't grow up to be
yeah,
tall. I didn't know how big wrestlers were when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Proportions and shit you're not used to. You don't have no real reference of and stuff like that. So like my relatives I thought were tall until I started growing up and I'm like, oh yeah, average height as hell. Like I do got like super tall uncles and shit, but I'm average height. I'm 5'7", so
yeah.
that wasn't gonna fly. I would
I'm
have to be like a Rey Mysterio type nigga, a
yeah,
cruiserweight as they would say.
yeah. Same thing here, man. I saw a post on a homie's Instagram of his saying that he just found out he was 6 foot, and I texted him and I was like, "Must be fucking nice."
That's hilarious. I be forgetting I'm not tall. Like I don't. I feel very average height. So like most of the time, I be forgetting I'm even considered short until like, some women prefer taller men, stuff like that, and I'd be like, oh, I forgot that. Or like if I'm at a concert and I'm like, damn, I'd be forgetting people like what the fuck, you know what I mean? I can't see shit. Like
Just
other than
giants.
that, facts. Other than that, I'd be forgetting. Like that's why I be making a lot of. I have a lot of bars about feeling like a giant. On No Tolerance, straight up, I said, um, I'm 5'7", still a giant, so Apollo stomping. I I feel big. I don't know if that's my ego, but
Hey,
I forget it. I'm not tall. My brother, on the other hand, who was supposed to be my wrestling partner, he can be a wrestler still. That nigga big. He's 6'2" or whatever. That nigga siphoned all the height away from me.
just stole all the energy from the height.
Facts.
Yeah. Uh, Question number 9. What inspired you to create the EP?
Pain. Nah, but yeah. If pain, and to be honestly, the intention overall was to be noticed. Like, I have 2 other EPs. Crestfallen was my first official project I ever made, but that's intentionally only exclusive to SoundCloud. I don't want that. Well, some of the producers also said that I couldn't release any of the songs to any other platforms, but also I didn't really want it to be on anything else either. So I was like, bet that's perfect. SoundCloud only for people who care about SoundCloud still, because some people don't anymore. You can go there and you can find that.
Yeah.
Shamanic Winter was more for to telling people what kind of winter I went through. Like that's what that's about.
Yeah.
And how winters are usually for me. I always tell people my birthday's in the winter. I always tell people I feel like winter makes me evolve. I said placenta be my I said what did I say on song Secret Premonitions? Placenta be my I say in the cold I'm growing stronger. I can't believe I forgot the lyrics, but yeah, you know what I mean. But Red Herring was for people who are in the industry or in the scene to peep. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I was like, I have some fans here and there, people who support me, but I need people like minded who's creating this. I need y'all to notice. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think that I fulfilled that.
Yeah.
It hasn't even been a full year that it's out yet. So you know what I mean?
I agree with you on that one because that's like my same intentions with the Loud Pack.
Hell yeah, I seen you.
Uh,
Yeah. Oh, thank you again, by the way. I don't mean to cut you off, but for having me and reaching out to me in the first place and
yeah.
putting me on that, bro. Much appreciation for real.
I was, bro, when I heard your music, I was just ecstatic to like, bro, I gotta get this man. I gotta work with this man, bro. Like you're so fucking talented, and I just, I hope the best for you in the future, bro. Like I hope you continue to create music and go further, and to have not only you on that song, but shout out to KP the Alchemist, bro. Like I didn't know what to expect when she was gonna send her verse, but
Oh
like
yeah, her shit hard. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when I heard her verse, it was like the icing on the cake, bro. It was like the last touch on the like piece of art. It's like the last touch, and
You you know what you was doing with that one. You got a vision. That,
yeah.
that boy said, "Working it out this fly, got me sleep deprived." I said,
Hey,
"Thanks."
making
I
all this
said,
paper keep me sleep deprived.
eh,
Smoking on this blunt help me stay
touch this,
alive.
help me touch the sky.
Hey,
Hey, not facts.
but yeah, man. it was just a pleasure to have both of y'all on the EP, bro. And shout out KP the Alchemist. We got to work together again.
Big love.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
and you know, it's just so many. It's like I said, there's so many rappers I got to tap in with. Like even singers, R&B singers, like just everybody, bro. Like, but my whole intention for that EP, man, was just I really wanted to, I felt like for such a long time that I wasn't taking the art seriously. And that's like, you can go listen to my last EP. Like, don't get me wrong, like, chapter 23 was a special art. It'll always be something, it'll always hold a significant place in my heart. But I feel like I could have did better. And I really believe that the Loud Pack was me doing better. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like low key with chapter 23, I felt like I half assed it. You know what I mean?
Word.
I didn't feel like that wasn't my best piece of work. So it was like, okay, this year, 2022, I'm going to put out my best piece of work and keep doing that forever. You know what I'm saying?
No cap. Nah, I felt that you gotta. If there's anybody you're gonna challenge or compete against, you gotta be yourself.
Yeah.
I look at that man in the mirror, that person in the mirror, to being the they, them, or her,
Yep.
and that's who you gotta compete with. Don't even care about, because all this shit is natural competition. There's people competing with you for no reason. There's niggas that you think is your homie, them niggas is low key competing with you. So it's like, don't waste your energy on that shit. Definitely always look back. Like Eminem said, like he's only competing with his he's his only competition. He looks at his older albums and tries to out rap himself.
Yeah.
That's something that I also do, and you should definitely continue to do that. Do that with anything, like you know what I mean? Aim to be better in general. I look back in the past year, the past 6 months, and be like, what can I do to improve myself? Now, does it always? Are people always able to? Is improving yourself always easy? No, but intention and drive and consistency. Consistency is key, bro.
Yeah.
And that consistency is you telling God that you know something gonna work out.
Yeah. For
God
real.
listening. God just waiting for you to just respond. The universe just responds to how you feel and what you think and what you say. So like,
and it's just like, not only like with me, it's like I really, and I mean this wholeheartedly, I really want all of my other artist friends to have the same drive, bro. Like me, man, I take like my off days when I'm off work, bro. I take out the time, bro, and I might make like 4-5 pieces of content, bro. Like I might make 3 videos promoting the song and make like 2 YouTube videos. You did? So,
I peeped. I was like, okay, you be active on YouTube too, like.
Yeah. And it's just like, I want everybody that makes music and everybody that supports me just the way I support them. I want them to have the same drive, like, because it's like I said in the video I recently dropped. Nobody is going to promote this music that we create except for us.
Yeah.
And it's like, ain't nobody gonna see it unless you give motherfuckers a reason to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even with the quality of the videos that you create, like, you know, because people love quality. Like, even if the quality of the videos you post, the quality of the music, the quality of the production, the quality of the mixing and engineering, people love quality. They don't, man, people that actually enjoy music and shit, they don't give a fuck about quantity.
Yeah.
You can have 10, 20 albums out, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody. But if you got quality, everybody gonna gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you gotta be diligent what you put out, what you create.
For real.
Strategic measures to, like you said, to promote and stuff like that.
Hey, that's
If
why like you go ahead. My bad.
My bad. If you play with the algorithm, you hack the algorithm enough and figure it out. Honestly, like with all this stuff, to be real, and I understand because we get overwhelmed, we got life, we got a lot of things to worry about, and certain things that we just either don't want to do or aren't willing to do. But all social media tells us how to do it, especially like TikTok and Instagram. They both tell you the algorithm. They update it every whatever. I don't know if there's a pattern on when they update it. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's like, every 6 months new algorithm, but they do whenever they do update it, and they kind of let you know how it works. And if you just looked at it, that shit up, you just do it, just apply it. That's even with money. Like, we all
Wait a
get
minute.
paid, but
I want to get back to that. So you say that TikTok tells you, where do you go to find that? Like, you got to send me a link to that, bro.
you can literally, I got you, but you can literally just Google like, when should I post on what Instagram? Sometimes it's just different. Like, because years ago, Instagram was way different. Like, it used to be so easy to gain followers. I remember in 2018, it was so easy to gain followers on Instagram. Now it's like, bruh, yo shit might be shadow banned, or you have no idea. You know what I mean? And I'm like, it's been times where I felt like I was shadow banned or something. But yeah, like Twitter. I mean, you can find it. I got you. I got you. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna
Yeah.
talk about
But, man, it's just. Shit, what was I finna say? Damn, I'd have lost my train of thought.
it. You're good. I guess we can continue on like they want you to basically the reason why they put that information out is because you using the algorithm, us making content helps the app. You know what I mean? Like, that's why Instagram and TikTok are so popular now, because people create, because that's, these are not what these apps were made for. Instagram was more to show you like what you're doing in that moment. It was kind of supposed to be like a tweet, but in a picture form. I'm on me and Zay are having an interview. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
Yeah.
And TikTok, as we know, used to be Musical.ly, so that was a whole different thing. But we people made it popular, and they realized like we can build an algorithm over this. So let's teach you how to do it. And yeah, I'm pretty sure like all apps do low key. Like, even if you look at the terms and services, we just don't be reading that shit,
Yeah.
because it's like, who gonna read all this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like, we about to end the video right here. Reiki, it was a pleasure getting to do this interview, bro. I really cherished the time we had talking about your EP. Like I said, I love the EP, love what you created, bro, and I can't wait for what you drop next. And like I always say, bro, please promote your stuff, man. We gotta hit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I want all my artist homies to win and succeed just as bad as I want to win and succeed. And be sure to go stream Reiki Apollo's new EP, The Red Herring, available now on all motherfucking streaming platforms. It's everywhere, bitch.
All of them. So don't ask me if is this on Spotify? Yes, bro. I just told you that. People love asking that question. It's on Apple Music, it's on iTunes, and it's probably on Pandora.
Yeah.
Yes. I would like to say, Zay, thank you for having me here, bro. Thank you for this interview. Thank you for this conversation. I appreciate you reaching out, and always reaching out, showing me love. I appreciate you having me on your EP, man. Thank you for having me on the Loud Pack. That was a very fun. I remember writing it. I was outside too. Like, that was a very fun experience to even be a part of. Thank you for your personality, bro. Thank you for your magic, man. Thank you for being for the people and always for the people. Keep spreading the love, bro. Keep creating, keep being yourself, keep being funny, and keep it up, bro. Thank you. Mad love to anybody. Most of the people mentioned during this interview. And keep striving on, man. You heard them.
Yeah, for sure. But thank y'all for watching, and stay tuned for the next installment of Soulful Sounds.
Infinite peace. Infinite peace.
And that's it. We out this motherfucker.
We out of it.
Yeah.
Headaches for the labor I've endured. Faith in Great Lakes, baptism caused the cure. Think I found an answer, still I'm searching for some more. Vegetables by a fraction, but subtraction for the